All right, hey there YouTube. Hey, thanks for checking out this review. This is about the Designer's Fountain 20935-CHN flush light fixture. We've got this for our porch, and there's the base of it right now. And it went in pretty easy. And the instructions were okay. The instructions were for 3 different models, but it's pretty easy to figure out which model it is. And this is just the base, and then the glass kind of fits up in there. There's some holes that are threaded for the screws, and then there are some little teats that stick out that kind of, it mounts in like in a certain way, so it fits nice and flush. And this is the glass part right here. I've got a piece of tape on it so I know where to line it up, where it fits. This thing looks great. When reading the reviews on Amazon, the only really negative thing we could find was that the screws were small. And that's one of the screws right there. There's 4 of them. And that's a penny for scale. And you can tell they're pretty small. So what you got to do is, while standing on a ladder or whatever, this hole, this hole, this hole, this hole, you gotta grab this thing. Here it is for scale, for size. I mean, I have a pretty big hand. It's 9 inches, a span right there. You can look at the height of this. It's made of glass, so it's not lightweight. You gotta come over here, and while pressing it up into the fixture, you gotta use these tiny screws, which I wanna mention one more thing about the tiny screws. They're not magnetic, they're an alloy. So if you have a magnetic tip screwdriver, it doesn't even stick to them. So you're like balancing this on top of the Phillips head and screwing it into here. And I mean, I'm not saying it can't be done, I'm just saying it's difficult. And the people who've complained about these screws being small, I mean, while they are small, what I wish they had done is they had made them so a magnetic screwdriver would hold them. If they had made them so a magnetic screwdriver would hold them, this would be an amazing thing. Okay, so I've got this thing installed, and I lost one of the screws while I was on top of this 6-foot ladder. The screw fell out and bounced, and I've been looking for it, and it's been difficult to find. But I wanted to show you all this form I made, and this is with the box that it comes in. So I've turned this box on its side on top of a 6-foot ladder with the foam that came in it that this was inside of. And I made it into like a little shelf so I could rest the globe on it. And you know how it is when you're doing things yourself. You're trying to, get a screw on the tip of the screwdriver and get it in place. And I mean, anyway, that pulled out and that aside, I mean, it looks nice. Let me flick the light switch on so you can see what it looks like. Okay, and so this is with it on, and it looks pretty good. Like I said, I'm missing a screw because I dropped it. They only send you 4 screws, which of course, you're thinking, why would this guy lose the screw? Well, it's not magnetic and doesn't stick on the end of the screwdriver. And one thing to mention is, before you put this up, take the included screws and make sure they actually screw into the holes. This one right here, it wasn't screwed in far enough because whoever drilled the hole for it didn't drill it far enough. So it only goes in, it's got like a 1/16 of an inch left to go in. So you can see it's kind of loose right there. What else can I tell you about it? Oh, when you're putting it in, let me grab these for you. This is the old fixture we took out. You're gonna wanna get a screwdriver that has a long enough shank, because if it's short, then it causes the screwdriver to tilt a little bit of a pitch, and then the screws are so tiny, it doesn't screw in well. So I got this really long screwdriver, and that way they screwed in okay, except for this one, of course, that the hole wasn't deep enough. I'll say this too, and these people no one will ever know who they are, but these people who are like 3 houses behind us, They've got like a little Maltese, and that guy's been barking the whole time, nonstop barking. And I drove by there, and he's just chained to a tree, and no one's home, and he just barks all day. It's terrible. Anyway, thanks for watching this review. This thing looks very nice. The tiny screws that are not magnetic, that they only send you 4 of, that you need 4 of, is annoying. We're gonna leave a review on Amazon. And there you go. Thanks for watching. I should say I did find the last screw. I'm gonna put it in. You can see what it looks like. All right, so I've got the last screw, and I've got it, quote, in, but it's not in all the way. It happened on 2 of these. It's extremely annoying. I mean, it's in enough to where it won't fall, you know? For all intents and purposes, it's secure, but it's extremely annoying. We should have paid attention to the screws that were so small. You're like, why not send it back? Well, we got company coming over, and we need to get this thing up there, so. And hopefully our company enjoys the dog that barks all day.